presentation of the National Football League.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 5 with a prime-time matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
First down.
Jameis to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Winston. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. First down, San Francisco.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Credit to Darius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Winston now. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It's a gain of a yard.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
2 yards on the play.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he rifles one incomplete. Look at this Niner defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Winston. And this pass broken up. Contact no time there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is
Taking it right down Broadway. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. James Conner with career touchdown number 75. And the Rams have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening right field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
49ers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Los Angeles.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's Winston. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
And the 49ers
On play action, Winston. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Winston sneaking it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
San Francisco.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try to get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, Winston. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action. Winston. Throw out wide is incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Keeps the score.
Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now Jones. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And the Rams first down.
Throwing Jones. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Connor on the toss left side. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. They get 7 there on the screen, and it's set up the 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's going man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass incomplete.
Jones pass.
The Rams have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They probably have been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a kid. It's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field. Incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. It's very true, kids. Look at that.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out for saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Out the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Connor up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. A throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones. Room to maneuver at the 35. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
15 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Elijah Casey. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones forced out to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 16
Good
yards.
for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the
1st
11.
and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Connor on the toss play. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Elijah Cansey. Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Saves back at the 22. Zach Ball. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. To throw, Winston. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players come out for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Winston. Wilson's got it complete. Winston will get this up past the 25 before it's out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And 7 yards.
They bring a receiver in motion right. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked his first career reception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
29. That's good for a Rams first down.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tackle for a loss goes to Kirby Joseph, making a great play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run behind center with Conner. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown. Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read, he was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Boy, shifts past him. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Winston. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Jameis to throw it.
San Francisco.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here's Winston. Wide open receiver complete. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Rams offense ready to begin, quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches out in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Well, he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run in front of the football and try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Rodgers to return it. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, and now some space to operate. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the 49er 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
A loss of 8 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Winston. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Francisco. Puka Nacua, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Looking to put a drive together. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Good coverage downfield led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's good. Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Connor. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line. 1 yard gain.
There's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You should get out of my way, get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he's able to pick up the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First down. First and 10.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Connor. And that play went nowhere. They're losing yardage. They're back in the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got pretty well done, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's third down and 5.
Here's Winston.
To go.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Rams offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, game's hit a little bit of a roll here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Daniel Jones holding on to the football, becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in the air because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense, and that gets more points on the board.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Jones now off the bootleg. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating Jones. That's complete to his running back, Connor.
Jones pass.
This second and
Complete to
4.
James Conner. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard
The
line.
play fake. Jones. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. A solid stiff arm. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the night's going on.
We're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to lose this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was a good start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Justin Jones brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Winston
2nd
now.
and 7 at the 29-yard line.
And that is incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. That's going to back them up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down.
Project S. This ain't what you want.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Rams offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They start the drive with Connor. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this league. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And they'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. They need 2. Here's third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Throwing Jones. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for our Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught.
Jones pass.
Second down and 6 now.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Off play action. Jones. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll dump this one off to Connor. This drive's taking more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
a 7-yard loss.
Reed Blankenship
Third down.
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 40-yard. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying to run the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
And they go up for 6.
3-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. And he'll slide here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a 49er first down.
To throw, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Winston's pass. Complete to Cam Stevenson.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
2nd and 5 at the Rams 40.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On second down, they'll run it here. Well, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now Winston. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
Winston's pass.
Here comes second down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Winston.
23-yard line.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
2 yards. It's third.
Here's Winston.
3rd and long.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the handoff, it's Loudy. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Elliott now to have the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as it kicks away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Jones. That's pulled in by Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Another Rams first down.
And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike.
Rams field goal.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Gay knocks this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start it now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This is 1st and 10.
Their own 35-yard line.
Winston to throw. Watson making the catch. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll look to throw.
44-yard line.
It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't come in.
Incomplete.
One last shot now for Winston. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Rams, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.